let's create a weather app in Webflow using Wized. And for creating the weather app, so we will get the data from this OpenWeather API. So this is going to be very, very, very interesting. So I haven't used OpenWeather API before, so and I haven't done any experiments with it. So it will be everything real time, and I will do everything with you. So it's gonna be a learning opportunity for me and for you as well, if you want to get into Wized and if you want to get into start building web apps in Webflow. So this first part will contains in which we will try to build the basic structure, which is something like this. So we will create a very, very, very basic card, and we will put it in the center of the screen, and we will just display a very basic information of a specific city. And then my idea is then we can go big as this. So we will have a proper search bar on the top, and we can search for different cities, and based on search we can bring in the weather updates for that specific city, and also the 8-day forecast. So every data we can fetch from OpenWeather API. So this is going to be really interesting. So the first thing is, if you are already familiar with how you can create this kind of a structure in Webflow, then you can skip this part. If you are not familiar and if you want to go from scratch, then you can continue with me. So yeah, let's start. So for building the structures, we are going to make use of client first framework. We're gonna build everything using client first, and I just made a clonable of client first framework. So let's just start building it inside this on this page. So this is what we want to build initially. So let me just add a structure. So this is gonna be very simple. So let's say that this is section hero, and because this class already existed, so that's why we can see all these properties. So let's reset everything. Yeah. Okay, let's bring in one more class, which is going to be padding global, and I can bring in the container large, and let's bring in one more, which is going to be padding section large. Okay, and then we can have a block where we can say that this is hero layout, and then we can start building this specific structure. So let's so we can consider this as, we can call it like bring everything in the center, and we can call it, this is going to be hero card, and we can make it white with some border radius. We can add spacing. Okay, let's go with 2.5. And what we have, so we have a simple text there. So let's bring in a text field, and let's add a spacer, medium, and let's create another. So okay, so this is going to be an image, or maybe we can skip this image part in the first try, because we need to do some experiments with the API. And let's fetch information without an image, and let's just try to fetch the text information and connect it with the front end. So let's just go with city name, the temperature, and how's the weather. So let's go with another text block and another spacing, which we can make it like spacer small, and let's add another text block. So now we can style them. So let's put New York NY, and we can call it 27 27 degrees centigrade, or maybe we can just degree text. So let's copy degree from here. Yeah. Okay, and we have okay, so let's start designing this. So let's make it like because we have already we have classes already there in client first. So I know that because I want to make it big, so let's make heading style h3, or maybe heading style h1. Sorry, heading style h1. Yeah, this looks good. Let's make it like text size medium, and let's make it like text size medium. Yeah, and we can change the color. So text color is going to be, I think we need to introduce that color. Text color, what's the secondary color? Nothing. Text color alternate, no, this is going to become white. Okay, so let's introduce our new class in client first. So let me just add a new text block on a text block where there is no class added. So let's make a new class, text color gray, like, and let's put a gray color on this class. And now because it's not a combo class, it's a global class, so now we can use that class on this text color gray, right? So now we can remove this class. And the best practice is, if you introduce a new class, just go back to the style guides, and so we have the text colors right there. Okay, so let's just copy one of them. Yeah, so 3 columns, this. Okay, so let's just copy and paste, and we can call it text color gray. And because we already have created the class, so let's make it text color gray, and let's remove the background from here. Okay, so now because we created a new class, and that class does not existed before, but now it is in the style guides. So to make it visible, so that anyone who is when you are not in the project and someone else comes in and he wants to make any change, and if he is looking the style guide, so he should know that what classes actually exist. So now we know that we have the text color primary, which is this one, secondary, which is this, and I don't see any difference between these two colors. Okay, I think, yeah, there is a difference. It's totally black. Yeah, there is a difference. And this is another class, which is alternate, so it's totally white. So to make it visible, client first team just put a background to that color. So I can see all the classes there. So that's a good thing. So that's a good practice if you are introducing new classes. So let's just add them to the style guide. So any third person can go and he can check. Okay, so to make everything center aligned, so the good practice is, because we want every single element in this card to be centered aligned, so I'm not going individually to make them aligned to the center. Let's just go to this card, and I think we already have that center align class. So let's just write center, and we have this center align. Yeah, so because this is a global class, and this will bring every element which is the child of this card, it will bring it to the center. So yeah, so I think this looks good now. Okay, so let's just put a background there. So let's put a background to the page wrapper or the main wrapper. Let's make it okay, so let's go with the page main wrapper, sorry. So we have background colors which are, I don't think so we the client first have those gray colors background. So let's move to the background section. So these are the options we have right now. So let's create a new class which is going to be background color light gray. Okay, and let's also duplicate this class and let's make it background color light gray. And let's just, okay, so this is connected to the variable, so that's a good practice. So let's see that if we have any, yeah, we have the shades there. There are some neutral colors, so let's bring neutral lightest. Yeah, so let's make it so let's assign this class this variable. So let's go back to the home page and let's click on main wrapper and background color light gray. Perfect. This looks awesome. And if you want to add shadows, it's your choice, but we are not going to add any styles which are not required at this moment. So to make it look better, so maybe we can, what if we do not add a space in between? I think let's go with something which is spacer. Let's go with spacer tiny. Yeah, and or let's go with extra small. Spacer extra small. Okay, this looks good. Let's also reduce this space as well. So spacer small, I think that would be enough. Yeah, this looks nice for me at this moment, and later we can add the icons and we can add other elements. And I'm just, as I shared earlier, that I'm thinking to create a system which is going to be look and work similar like interface created by OpenWeather itself. So we will be using OpenWeather APIs, but we will create a very similar system, and it's going to be a great learning opportunity. So in the next part, we will connect. Yeah, so we will test the APIs. So we will not connect the APIs yet. We have the front end, so we will test the APIs, and for the testing APIs we have the Postman, which is a great tool if you want to test the results of APIs. So we will make use of Postman in the next part, and then once we have the results, once we know that what are the endpoints and what information we have to pass to those endpoints, and then we can go inside Wized and we can start doing the same thing in Wized and connecting the results with the elements on the front end. So this is how it's going to work. So see you in the next part. Thank you so much.